Instagram to go live as well. I'm so excited about this conversation with all of you today because we're going to be kicking off a series that I've been wanting to do for a long time. So hello and welcome to this sacred conversation. If we are just meeting for the first time, I am Abiola Abrams, an author, Oracle Creatrix, intuitive self-love coach, and your own personal partner on your journey to stepping more into your power. So today we're going to be doing something really exciting. I'm going to bring on one of my very dear clients, one of my very dear personal clients. I rarely work with people one-on-one. I keep it under 5 folks a year. And because for me, this work is just so close and so near and dear to my heart. And so this is one of those people who I think is just shining and doing great things. And you should know who she is. And we're going to be peeling back, opening the doors, and you'll get to see how she is building something really exciting called How to Be a Psychic Medium Conference. So we're going to get into that in a moment. But first, I wanted to share with you all, boom, new book, baby. So this is my new book that is coming in a month. Less than a month now. It's named The Divine Frequency. It is the follow-up to From Imagination to Reality. It is a manifesting manual that is based on the universal laws. All right, it is available now for pre-order, so please go pre-order. And not only is it based on the universal laws, but it delves into, people usually when we talk about universal laws only talk about the Hermetic laws, but there are 23 universal laws that we're going to be exploring in this book because there are universal laws through every culture. And so through African and Asiatic cultures, and, we're going to be doing a deep dive. So this is The Divine Frequency. Hello, everyone. The Divine Frequency. So get it wherever you buy books. Pre-order now. All right. So let me pull a card for us from the Faces of Oshun Oracle, and then let's bring on my incredible client who is named Marta the Medium. Marta the Medium, so that she can enlighten you to how she is getting the word out about how you can tap into your intuitive powers as a medium and just all of the exciting things she's doing. All right, so I'm going to pull a card focusing on, because we are talking about spiritual business in this conversation. What do we need to know when it comes to spiritual business? And if you're watching this and you don't have a spiritual business, then for you, the question is, what do I need to know when it comes to purpose? Okay, purpose and spiritual business. That's what we're pulling on. Okay, more. All right, here we go. Okay. So funny. Words that I used in this conversation. Unlocking the gates. Oshun of unlocked gates. I just said about Marta the Medium, we're going to unlock the doors, unlock the gates on what she is doing. This message is about, Oshun of unlocked gates is about freedom, breaking barriers, and unleashing potential. Okay? Freedom, breaking barriers, and unleashing potential. So your purpose, your spiritual business, what you have felt called to do in the world, or something's calling you forward, maybe you don't even know what it is yet. It's calling you toward freedom for yourself and for others. If you are in a service-based business where you will have soulmate clients that you work with, it is calling on you right now to unleash your potential and to break barriers. And I think that is the strongest part of this message for us as a circle. Okay, break barriers by unleashing your potential. Unleashing your potential. Okay, that's what the message is. Unleash your potential. I know y'all are feeling this reverberate right now in your soul, like I am. Unleash your potential. Yes, Mel NYC, the book is gorgeous. I'm loving it. Unleash your potential. So here's the book. Okay, so now let's bring on Marta the Medium, and let's talk about how she is unleashing her potential in this world to build something really exciting. Hello, Marta the Medium.
Hello, everyone. I'm so grateful to be here.
I am so grateful that you are here as well. So tell the folks a little bit about who you are.
Okay, hello everyone. So I am Marta, also known as Marta the Medium. I am a psychic medium, angel card reader, spiritual mentor, and the creator of the Psychic Mediumship Foundation course. I support intuitives and sensitive souls in developing their spiritual gifts, connecting with spirit, and really trusting their own inner guidance. I truly believe that mediumship and spiritual connection aren't reserved for the few. Anyone can connect with their loved ones in spirit, angels, and the greater energy of life. It's about creating relationship, not performance. And it all begins with trust. That's what I do.
Beautiful, beautiful. It absolutely does all begin with trust. And I'm sure that the audience can feel your heart and feel your energy. I get a lot of requests, as you can imagine, for people who are wanting to mentorship or to work with me personally. And, so only because I have to limit my time, because I have a baby and I have a life and all of those things, I'm very, very selective about who I share my energy with. And it is an honor and a privilege to help you to build, to stand in support of what you are building and what you are putting forward into the world. And so share with the folks who are watching how you knew when you knew that you were a medium, that you are a medium.
Mm. I think there are various points of entry, but one of those, if I could choose, was during going through a very challenging divorce. I was in a very abusive relationship. I started hearing the voice of my grandmother, and I knew back then that it was her because I was very, very depressed, and I didn't think that things would go okay. And she would tell me that things would go okay, that everything would be fine. And at that moment, I started opening up to communication with my spirit guides. And basically, I told my spirit guides, okay, if I'm really a medium, if this is real, please bring me the right teachers so that I can know how to harness that energy so that I can develop. Yes, so this is how it all started. And then tracing back, I can now, like, various things that happened since I was a child would make sense. So I think I've always been a psychic medium. I have not always been aware I was one.
Yes, yes. I think that that is the most profound way to put it. That, for people who are intuitives, for people who are in touch with their spirit guides, I wouldn't say people who have spirit guides because every single human being has spirit guides. For people who are able to be in touch with and in close relationship with their spirit guides, when you look back in retrospect at your childhood and at your young adulthood, you see that this is who you've always been. You just maybe didn't have the wherewithal to interpret it, or for some of us, we had people that pushed us out of our own trust and belief of ourselves and the experiences that we were having. And so what led you after that tumultuous separation and divorce to then know now that you are going to hold space for others and helping them to develop their psychic gifts?
Mm. Nothing has ever ignited my soul so much as being a psychic medium and doing readings for other people. It all started when I first started attending my first development course, and I uh, channeled my first person in the spirit world, and it was my friend's son in spirit. And back then, I would still be hesitant and I would still question whether that was all real. But the evidence that I was able to pass to that mother was real, and I knew there was no way I would be making those things up. And basically, it all started that friends started recommending me family members, and I started getting so many more requests to read for people. And every time when my ego would still question whether I should do it full time, I would be getting the most beautiful, humbling messages, emails from my clients, how much I help them with their grieving process, how much they're able to enjoy their life knowing that their loved ones are by their side. And I think it's been a process, but at some point I realized that I'm all in. Of course, we've got a free will. And I said, okay, to my spirit guides, I want to do it. This is it. So please develop me. Please teach me the way you would like me. Please put me to the places where you want me to be of service. Please allow me to serve.
And serve is exactly what you are doing with what you are creating. And I want to just share with the audience that her guides are so strong that they are almost an additional presence in our sessions, and I can feel them. And when we're having sessions, sometimes when we're talking about something, I will say, you know, well, your guides are saying blah blah, and she's like, yep, I know. And we're like, you know, like they're like the additional presence that is right there in our sessions. So for other people who are either spiritual teachers, healers, coaches, guides, all of the above, who have not worked with someone else on developing their gifts the same way that they will be working with you in your courses and the things that you do, or even know that that coaching, guidance, whatever word, it's all the same thing, you know, is something that they would benefit from. Can you just share a little bit about your experience of working with me as your coach and guide and helping you to create your spiritual business practice and the things that you're putting out into the world?
First of all, I don't believe in coincidences. I know my spirit guides brought me to you, and it's been the most beautiful experience, because you've allowed me to step so much more into my power, and you have equipped me with the knowledge that I needed in order to be able to shine my light brighter without dimming it, so that I could allow other people to see their own light within themselves. So mentorship with you has been life-changing, because you're a beautiful human being, and I know you deeply care about each and every student of yours. And what has been very supportive of the way I work when I have to deal with technical aspects, when I'm coming up with various courses, is to have lots of things to do. So you've been giving me lots of homework, lots of tasks. And this, I must say, is very important for anyone who, like me in the past, had tendencies of procrastinating or maybe allowing any limiting beliefs to really try and guide us, as opposed to trusting our intuition. So right now, I am in alignment, and I trust my intuition whenever I'm to do something. And by you giving me practical things that I can do, then I've been able to be in that creative loop of doing, creating. So it's been empowering.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, Goddess Marta. I am so proud of you and proud of everything that you're doing. Let's take a look. Now let's unlock the gates and look behind the curtains and see a little bit of what you're doing. And if you're watching this, you know, like I said, I can't work one-on-one with everybody, but if you go to the link that is beneath my name, tinyurl.com/manifestingbiz, you'll see how you can get done for you services. That's all, you know, everything put together for you. So Goddess Marta, are you able to share on your side, or do I need to do anything on my side?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so we look on the bottom where it says present on the bottom center.
Yeah, I do have present, share screen.
Okay, great.
Okay, I can share the screen. So let me see.
So we're going to look
Okay,
at
we'll start.
what Goddess
Share
Marta is
screen.
putting together, and let me just let you all know. So she
Screen.
has two major offerings right now. She has a foundational course that we're going to be talking about in a little bit. And the first thing that we're going to be focusing on is that she has a conference that she is building, a conference that I recommend for all spiritual practitioners, not her brand, but, you know, in a way to put yourself out there, to get your word out of the magic that you put into the world, and to empower others and build your audience at the same time. So we're going to take a look, just because I feel like this is helpful for other people to see, because I recommend this, I teach this, I show this, and a lot of folks have problems with execution, and she is doing a great job at putting this together and executing it.
I'm not sure whether I will be able to go inside the course. I'll share first the first page,
Yes.
which is the page for anyone who would like to join How to Be a Psychic Medium, a virtual retreat, because I'm using this browser. I don't think I'm able to share anything else.
Oh, I see it.
Are you
Okay.
able to see that?
Yes, here it is. Okay, so one of the things, as I said, that I recommend that people do in order to build your audience, build your platform, and help to transform and empower people along the way, especially when you have a course like Goddess Marta does, and you are wanting to bring in the right people who are aligned with your vision, aligned with your message, to be a part of your circle or whatever you're building, is to put out a virtual conference. And so in Goddess Marta's vision, we named it the How to Be a Psychic Medium conference, because this is going to bring exactly the right people who are right for her course. And it's framed as a virtual retreat, actually, is really what it is. So take it away, Goddess Marta. Share with people what it is and walk them through your page.
So this is the enrollment page, the first page that is going to give you all the information about the retreat. So you do have the banner with the information. So I'm the host of the retreat, and the retreat is happening May 22nd till the 26th. And then you have a welcome video
and
that I create.
You all know, if you're watching this, I'm going to be coaching her through a little bit. So if there are things that I see that need adjustment, just know I'm going to help her adjust it as we go. Okay, so let's see the whole page. So go ahead through. We'll come back to the video.
There's that video introduction. Then you're able to enroll should you want it at this stage. And then there is a little bit of information
Sorry, go ahead.
about the conference.
Okay, beautiful.
And then you can meet all of the speakers. So there are 5 incredible souls that are going to be part of this event. You can download their full biographies to learn more. And then there are all the beautiful speakers and the information about them.
Now, how do people who are watching this access, if they want to be able to come to this conference? What's the link for this?
tinyurl.com/howtobepsychicmedium.
Okay, tinyurl.com/howtobepsychicmedium. Okay, keep scrolling. So there's Karen K. Ferry and Amy Lee Mercury, a lot of amazing folks. Wonderful. Love Dougal. Yay. Okay,
and
perfect.
then you have information about pre-conference bonuses, because really this retreat has already started. So I've given lots of resources that are able to support people so that you can treat that retreat as a sacred space. So there is a meditation, there's a journal, and various things that people can start doing right now. But that's the information about that. And then I've included as well a bonus session. I did a live with Sean Leonard, Indigenous Medium, a while ago, and he allowed me to include that live within the retreat as well. So that's also something that's available within that platform. Then you can join now. And then this is again the information about the retreat, more information for anyone who wants to read a little bit more. Then you can step into magic, and then you have a curriculum, so the content of what's inside when you join.
This is great. Okay, so I want to go up. I want to just give you some quick things to improve this page. It's already looking great. Let's go back to the top and let's just scroll through really quickly, and then we'll watch the video. I want to just give a couple of tips and then we'll watch the video. So scroll down. So we've got the banner header at the top. And then we've got the photo. And so right there in that gap, that white space there, I would put some text there. Something that it can be an affirmation. It can be something that is encouraging and powerful. It can say, you know, whatever is the kind of motto of this experience. So like life will never be the same, or awaken your intuitive gifts, or you've been psychic all along, or something. Put some text in there that grabs us right away. We're coming to this page. We've been scrolling all day. Something that says, oh, okay, we don't want to scroll away from this. Whatever this is, I want to know what it is. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so put some text there, and it has to be in a very large, centered font. Whatever it is, something that is bold, something that is large, at least as big as the letters that are on the screen of the video. Okay, the how to be a letter that size. Okay?
Okay.
All right, scroll down. And then, oops, sorry, wait, go back up. I would also, in between that, after you put that, that word, let's just call it a declaration of encouragement, that text, right under that, where there's this video, right above the video, put in the words watch. Because you want to hold people's hand through the whole thing. Things show up differently on different platforms. They may not even know that it's a video, right? Like they may on their phone, it may show weird, or, you know, just put watch or watch now, just so that they know that this is a video that they can watch. Okay. And you can, around the video, put just some those like little thin horizontal dividers, just again to break up the space in your mind. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, so the one on the bottom, the divider would go underneath the I'm in button, and on the top it would go above the word that says, that's going to say watch.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's keep scrolling. So scroll on down. Okay. This looks wonderful. You can, if you want to, as well. You see where you have, what if the voice you've been silencing is the very voice of spirit calling you home? That's very powerful. You can take that, and instead of it just being on the right column, you can do the same centering and center it so that it goes over the picture, not on top of the picture, but, you know, above the picture, so that it's the length of both columns. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So the centered text.
To make it, yeah.
Okay. All right, good. Okay, keep scrolling down. I would make this font a little bit bigger here on the right side. Is one of the biggest like texts that I get from people, or used to get replies from people on my emails and saying, you know, the letters are so little. So just, you want to just make sure folks can read it. All right. So make the letters a little bit bigger here, a little bigger font. Your picture is beautiful. Not to go back up a little bit, so not to nitpick, but just here's a tiny thing from when I used to write for other people's websites. They would say, and you don't have to change this, is just if you have time at the end, you have a lot of work to do. They would say that if there's an image that is, and there's an image and text, that your image needs to, if it's not facing front, it needs to face the text, because by the subtle thing of your image facing over the text makes people disconnect their attention. Rather versus when, if you flip this picture and your image is facing the text, it's then giving the people the subconscious message of this is something to pay attention to. So just something to think about. Okay.
I'll try to reverse. Yeah.
Scroll down. All right. So meet the speakers. This is looking good. Keep going. And you did a good job in adjusting the text for the speakers. Keep going. Just go all the way down. I'm going to just show you down at the bottom. You need to keep going. So you're gonna do, you can do still a better job of this, the spacing, and it's still kind of funky, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal, but just still, the spacing of everything with the images and the, the script underneath and all of that. You can fix it. Again, this is not a must fix. This is a can if you have time. All right. Okay, underneath this now, this is a must. So we need an image underneath this pink button at the top of this here where it says, telling people about the pre-conference stuff.
Yeah.
Right here, you need an image, because with everything that's going on the screen, as our human mind pays attention to images. So this text is going to get lost. And we're not going to see it. And it's important. You want people to see it. So it can be another image of you. It can be stock footage from Canva or a created image from Canva that represents the conference. It can be crystals. It can be angel cards. It can be, just something that is representative of what you're doing. It can even be, because there's you use feather motifs a lot, as do I, and eye motifs. It can be that, but we need an image here above this. And then where it says special
above the text.
Yep, above the text. And where it says special pre-conference bonus, that needs to be in a bigger font, a title font, bolded and centered. Like, you want people to pay attention to this special bonus. This is exciting. Right? Because again, with everything that is going on, you want the people who are aligned with this to be able to, because a lot of folks are going to feel aligned, but then they're still competing with their own fears, their own challenges, their own issues. So you want to release all those potential barriers for them and help them to, the folks who are right for this, to know, I'm right for this. So this special pre-conference bonus, we want it to stand out. So put an image there and bold and send and make that text huge. Okay, the title of it, special pre-conference bonus. Boom, like you want to get in on this. Okay, all right. Okay, scroll down. You did a great job with that. There was another place, the Sean Leonard. I'm so happy to see his face here. That looks great. You can also go back up where this here where it says bonus session, that can also be centered. This is, again, this is a don't have to, but if you have time, you can take this text, just the title part of that with Sean Leonard's name, and put that, on the top center there, because he's a big deal and this is wonderful and exciting to have this bonus, to be able to have this wisdom with him. Okay, scroll down. Hi, Sean. Okay, scroll down. Okay, and then you're going to put another image here. Join the free virtual retreat. You just give us another image. Okay. And again, crystals, cards, etc. Photo view, all of that. Okay. And then I think that was the last place. Let's see, scroll all the way down. And we have the curriculum. Now change that text that says example curriculum.
Example, yeah.
So that can say something like what we'll be doing, or virtual retreat program. That's what it can say.
Okay.
It can say you're free, because you want to keep reiterating that this is free, right? So your free virtual retreat program. Okay, scroll down. Okay, this is looking good. Scroll down. Okay. All right. Excellent. And we have then, when people sign in, then they receive, they have the capacity to be able to then upgrade for $47, right?
Yes.
And that is all that's working, and that has images and everything to go with that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay, good. So let's close this out if you can. This is great. I'm going to remove this here and share with us now just the info page for your foundation course, if that's live. I would love for people to see that.
Have I stopped sharing? I think I stopped for a second.
I took it off the screen so you can find what you're finding. Yeah. So
yes, foundation course.
Yes.
Just not inside, but okay. I'm going to get the link from there. And anyone who's watching it, I am absolutely not into technology, and this is one of the things that I really appreciate about working with Goddess Abiola, because I'm all into doing mediumship readings and coaching people, but I'm learning and I'm so proud of myself for being able to do all those things,
I'm
but I
proud of
wouldn't be
you
able to do it
too. I'm
on
proud
my
of you
own.
too. And I have to share with people that, that's one of the things that I was like, oh my gosh, because I've been wanting to do these case studies for a long time. And I was like, let's just do it. Like, because I want people to see what you're doing, because you're doing such a wonderful job of putting this conference together. And I'm
Yes,
proud
so
to
I
be a
do.
part of it.
Thank you
So
so much,
what she's
Savitri.
going to pull up now is her foundation course. And the reason why I want you to see this is because oftentimes we launch a course or launch something into the world, and then people say, well, how do I now get people to it? And this conference, which it has to be done in a very specific way, is going to bring the aligned folks to the door who are right for this course. Okay, so I'm going to share this now. So this is Goddess Marta's course that we put together last year, actually, and she's going to be relaunching this in the summer. So this is her Psychic Mediumship Foundation course. So if anything, just to be nitpicky, this looks amazing. The other one looks great. Just to be, if I was going to be very, very nitpicky, the one thing I would want to do better, nitpicky, not me, but if I were, the banners, I would want to see you have more professional looking banners, because your images, your photos are great. And so the easiest way to fix that, if you can't, if you don't have the budget to get someone to design them, is by using an exact template. Find a template on Canva, where someone who already has an eye for design, because we all have different gifts, who knows, the perfect ratios of fonts and all of that, get an exact template and plug and play. So that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is beautiful. Your images are gorgeous and they're very magnetic. So beautiful. So, okay, so go ahead.
That's the main banner again, and then you can enroll in the course here, and there's information about the course or who it can be suitable for. And there is the introductory video as well, where I talk more about the course.
Mm-hmm. And you had your first cohort, was that earlier this year or late last year, or both? Late last year into the...
And this year, yes, we finished, I don't remember how many weeks ago, but it was such a beautiful experience, because we finished with a live event and people came out of their spiritual closet and they actually did some readings. It was a private Zoom reading, so I'm so proud of every single person, and I'm really honored that I was able to call in those beautiful souls and like-minded people, because it's not only about doing those courses, it's about making a difference, but surrounding yourself with people who, well, for me, who operate with their heart space. So I truly enjoyed that course.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's
So that's
beautiful.
the introductory video.
And the next round will be is it going to be in June? When will the next round begin?
In June. I don't have the exact date when I'm going to start, but definitely just after that virtual retreat. I'm hoping to start mid of June.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. And so people who are watching this, if you're watching this and you're interested in what she's doing, I would say right now, just sign up for the conference. And then that way she can let you know when this psychic mediumship course opens back up. Tell us a little bit about the course. What is the course, so that people know what the course is?
Yeah. Well, the course is, well, I'll use an example. I'll talk about my last group of students.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone who was part of that round of the course was or is planning to do it professionally. So this Psychic Mediumship Foundation course is for anyone, whether you want to be a professional psychic medium or a light worker, or if you feel that those abilities are going to support you on day-to-day basis, because I truly believe, as I've already mentioned, we all have abilities to connect with our own loved ones, angels, and guides. So in this course, this is the foundation course. So I teach all of the basics because I also do the development classes for more advanced students. So I wanted to have a course that has everything in one place. And it's got all the pre-recorded materials, lots of documents to read, lots of various things to watch, affirmations, rituals. But basically, I take you through grounding practices. I teach you how you can protect your energy, and then I basically help you to discover your own unique gifts, because we all have a unique blend, whether you're a medium, psychic, a healer, and I don't, every single person I believe is has a different combination of those uh, modalities, if I can call them. But we also learn about spirit guides, angels, loved ones. We develop awareness of various clairs, and those are the ways that the spirit world communicates with us. It has everything. I teach the basics about cards, about various divination tools. And the most important about this course is about people to step into their power, to overcome their fear, doubt, and to really trust themselves. So yes, this is what the course is about, to really allow you to tap into your intuitive gifts and really trust your intuition and yourself.
Good job, Goddess Marta. I didn't tell you to prepare that, and you did a great job in explaining that. I think that it is, now more than ever, as there is, with everything that is going on in the world, there is this global spiritual awakening that is happening, and a lot of people are coming into their own with their gifts. And I think to have a container, a safe container with a guide and with other people who are on the same journey, is one of the most powerful gifts that you can give to yourself. And so I love that you are doing this work. I love that you are making this available. And one of the things I'm sure that people are watching who may have a question about as well is there the capacity for them to work with you one-on-one if they are wanting readings? What do they do if they're watching and they're thinking, wow, I love her, but I don't really, I don't want to take the course yet. I'm going to attend her conference, but I wonder if I can get a reading with her. Are they able to do that?
They can, and I have everything updated because my students, they're so kind. They've been wanting to recommend me to various people, and they've been telling me, when are you going to have your website up to date with everything on it? So yes, it is updated. So you can see, I think, my website, it's martademedium.com. And then if you press the section services, you can see all of the type of readings that I do. And there's also a section mentorship and the courses. So you can learn, because I do have various courses that are self-paced. So go and explore it. And if you have any questions, you can always either send me an email or you can DM me on Instagram. You can find me at Marta the Medium, and I can basically have a conversation with you, and I can recommend you what would be the best thing that you should actually go for, should you want it to be supported by me.
Excellent. Okay. So if I am watching this and I'm curious, but I have a lot going on, why should I attend your free conference?
Why? Because this is all about the self-care. This is all about doing it for yourself, not for anyone else. I am going to attend and host the conference, and I truly believe it is especially important as we keep doing so many things, and it's an opportunity actually to pause. I know there are so many lectures and so many things are going to go on, but it's about prioritizing yourself. It's about expanding your consciousness, really learning and allowing yourself to be guided by the spirit world where it is that you should go next. Whether you are a professional light worker or you're going to do it for your personal reasons, but I have called in the most beautiful, heart led leaders, spiritual teachers, and I'm so excited because together we are going to really raise the vibration. And I think it's a beautiful opportunity because it's a free event and you can learn various modalities and you can try out various things that perhaps you haven't heard about. So yes, that's why I would encourage anyone to go and enroll.
I am so proud of you, Goddess. Well done. Well done. Is there anything else that you want to share before we go? I thought that it was so thorough that because I initially asked Goddess Marta if she would share with us the behind the screens of putting together the conference, but then she did such a great job in explaining her journey. I didn't feel like we needed to do that. Is there anything else that you want to share with people before we go?
Mm, well, I only get a message that keeps coming to my mind because that's what I do at the core. And I want to share with everyone that your loved ones on the other side are by your side, and that you can all communicate with them, and that you can also develop a relationship with your spirit guides and angels. And this is the most beautiful thing that you can do for yourself in this lifetime, because life can be messy. Human experience can be difficult, but you being able to get support from those beautiful energies, you are going to be able to enjoy your life so much more, because the spirit world, including your loved ones, they want you to have fun. They want you to bring more magic and joy into your daily experience. So yeah, I just want to leave everyone with that you can all learn how to communicate with the other side.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Goddess Marta. And so if you are watching this, you can find her at Marta the Medium. No H in Martha. No, so not Martha, Marta the Medium on Instagram. She's also on YouTube. Her site is martathemedium.com, and her conference is tinyurl.com/how to be a psychic medium. Correct?
It is, yes, correct.
Yes, yay. Okay. And if you also are wanting to build your own spiritual business and want me to do all of the tools for you, done for you, course, book, etc., you can find more information on that at tinyurl.com/manifestingbiz. tinyurl.com/manifestingbiz. Oh my goodness, what a heartwarming, heartfelt conversation. My soul just feels so energized after this. So thank you to everyone who is watching. Thank you to Marta the Medium. And I will see you all in her conference. So sign up for the conference so that you can see me, and a lot of my friends are also there participating, and Goddess Marta, of course. And let's make this world a better place together. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.